To you. Oh my gosh, I'm back. I can't even, I can't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in a heavy, some of you guys know because you're in my groups and so you see me, like I'm still around. I'm just not around that much. But I've been heavy into like super build mode and blah, blah, blah. You guys don't really care and that's fine. Just need to give you an understanding as to why I wasn't doing these as often. But I'm back. And so here we go. Let's do it. Let's just start off with a really big topic. I was in a mastermind call this morning, and this topic kind of even reared its head in the call that I was in this morning, right? And these are people that are in the business, are in these industries that are, like we're living these lives in sort of like public, I guess. But it's something that even some of them were talking about, like that they've really taken a back seat for a while. And I'm like, gosh, out of 5 people, I think there were 5 people on our call this morning, 3 have really sort of let their presence take a back seat, me included. Um, and I'm like, well, if that's a microcosm, right? So if that's something that is happening to everybody, it looks like it's probably happening to a lot of people, because if there's 3 out of 5 in just this group of like, I'm not going to say heavy hitters, but this group of like very impactful individuals, who else is it happening to? And so that really kind of got me on this path of let's make our next 6 months our best 6 months. Let's go ahead and let's approach the next 6 months of our lives with intention, with massive intention, right? Of what we want to accomplish and how we want to do it. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm just going to go through a few different things. And also, just to give you a heads up, I'm not here just to give you some like inspirational talk about how we should really try better in the next 6 months. That's not really what I'm about. I'm more about application, right? And how are we going to do this? That's really more my space, right? My space. Anyway, what happened to my space? Anyway, okay, I digress. That this last 6 months has not been MySpace's best 6 months. Jokes. Okay, so anyway, let me get back to my actual topic. I'm going to go through 3 different things here. I'm going to keep it really quick so you can just listen to it. And if you want to listen to it again later, that's cool. But hopefully you'll be able to take action from the things that I'm talking about and really be able to approach the next 6 months of your lives in a way that maybe you've never approached it before. Okay. I'm just going to hit up some of these comments here. Welcome back. Well, thank you. Thank you. Andrea, good morning. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi, Martha. Hello. Okay. And let's see. So, first thing that I want to address here is, are you in a funk? That's something that I literally heard this morning is that somebody was sort of letting everything take a back seat. And when I say take a back seat, this is no shade on anybody at all. I mean, I did it too. Okay. This is not me saying that somebody said this and they're wrong for that. It's let's address it. Let's call it out and then let's fix it. Right. That's how my world works anyway. I'm kind of just a problem solver. So I'm like, well, shoot, if this is going on, let's look at it. Let's examine and then let's fix. And so, if you're in a funk, like how many, let me know in the comments section if you feel like you're in a funk and you feel like you're okay with sharing it with the people here, right? Because I think whenever we can be honest with our community and the people around us, that's when real growth can happen. When you're pretending, no growth happens in that. No growth happens in the pretending, right? Sure do. Love it. Hey, Chandra. See you, girl. Sure do. Awesome. Love that. Guys, if you're feeling like you're in a funk, what I want you to think about, because sometimes we can't bring ourselves out of our own funks, right? Sometimes when we're in a funk, we can't reconnect. We have a really hard time reconnecting. Um, we feel despair. We feel sometimes sad. Sometimes we're mourning our once creative self. I know for me, in the last couple of months, some of you guys know, some of you don't. I've had a rough couple of months. But then I've also had an incredibly blessed couple of months. It's just a really weird time for me. But I know that when I was in a funk, there were some days that I really didn't feel like I could do a lot because I couldn't get that creative connection and that sort of inspired place. Does that make sense? I felt apathetic. I felt numb, and I felt nothing. And I'm saying this because, again, if we can't address what's real, we can't fix it. And I am most certainly not going to lie about how I feel and what's going on in my world to you guys. Because this is, all of us grow whenever one of us does. Does that make sense? So I'm going to tell you what has helped me get out of my funk. There are two things that helped me. It can be difficult. Yep, I'm seeing you guys. I feel a little bit in a funk. I love that you guys are saying it. I've been in a funk after some family issues. Yep, I'm in a funk, but don't want to share with everyone now. That's totally fine. I'm not here to call you out. I just want us to be able to examine our own funk. If somebody makes a quote card about examining our own funk, I don't know what I'm going to do. So anyway, Martha Crunchy, examine your own funk. And they're like, I don't ever want to hear from her again. Okay, two things helped me get out of my funk. One thing is Jesus, and I'm never going to deny that Jesus gets me out of my funks. Never in life. He is the number one funk getter outer. He is the one pulling me out of muddy puddles all of the time. A second thing that got me out of my funk most recently is thinking of you guys, right? Thinking if I don't show up and if I let my own mucky muck pull me down, if I allow that to happen, then I don't get to help you. And to me, that's what my world revolves around. To me, my life is my ministry. And so when I show up, that's me being able to give back and to be able to speak into your lives, right? And to show you what's possible and to show you how to get to what's possible and all of those things. And if I'm in a funk, I don't do that. And so whenever I was trying to get myself out of the funk, I thought of you guys. Honestly, what I did, and I suggest this to my students all the time, to save your students or your people's testimonials or thank yous that they've given you in the past, to save them in a folder on your computer. So on days whenever you do feel like you're in a funk, you can go back to that folder and you can read through the impact you were able to have in people's lives. And it sort of like fills your gas tank again, because you're like, oh my gosh, that is what I'm here for. That is what I'm here to do. And what is going on right now, right? Like, and then you can really put things in perspective, because when you only live inside of the funk, it's all you can see. It's all you can see, it's all you can feel, but whenever you bring truth into the equation via what you have done in other people's lives and what your impact and what your presence has done in other people's lives, it brings you back into service. So service brings you out of funk. Okay? So that's number one. Service will bring you out of the funk. Serve your people. Show up for your people. And I'm going to go a step further, and I'm going to say this little thing that might hook you right in the ribs, okay? And I'm very sorry for that. It's a little bit early, but I'm going to do it anyway. Sometimes we are like, well, I don't want to show up today. I don't like, what are they going to think of me? I'm not really that big of a deal. I'm not going to help anybody. Nobody pays attention and blah, blah, blah. You are influential in people's lives. You need to own that. Because we are supposed to be used. And you cannot be used if you choose not to show up. Okay? So understand that you're not showing up. Here's the rib part, is selfish. I love you. It's selfish. Okay? Your fear is driving the bus. And it's selfish. Okay? Help your people. Help them. Number 2. Oh, let me just get back into some of these things here. I can't not show up. There it is, L. Francis, service will bring you out of a funk. I needed to hear this. Good. Darian, read and remember the truths people have blessed you with. That's so good. There it is. There it is. I was in a funk a couple years ago for my last employment journey. It took me some time to rediscover me. It's great. This is good. I love seeing all of your guys' stuff. I love it. I love it. I don't even have time to put them all up. Okay, so number 2 out of 3. Remember? I said 3. We're on 2. Are you exhausted from going too hard with no wins? Whew, did that just hit somebody? Where you're like, okay, so I'm posting here and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And where are the wins? Where is the success, right? What's that? I'm showing up. I'm showing up. I'm showing up. I'm showing up. But where are the wins, right? So number 1, we talked about, are you in a funk? Now we're moving from, are you in a funk, to, are you freaking exhausted? Are you exhausted? I know what it's like to be exhausted like that. To just keep posting and posting and posting. And you're like, this is freaking gold. Why doesn't anybody see it? Why doesn't anybody understand that what they're getting here is like freaking gold, right? I'm going to tell you why people are not seeing it and not understanding it. It's because you're not being specific enough. Because if you are being specific enough with who your person is and how you're serving that person, if you're being laser focused specific as to who your person is, they will see it and they will respond. Okay? They will see it and they will respond. Now you might be like, okay, so what I teach is, it's called bat signal, right? So it's very niche stuff. You get very laser focused as to who your person is. All right. And so whenever you're very laser focused about who your person is, they can't help but like, they get it square between the eyes, right? They're like, oh my gosh, do you have a video? I've had people message me this. Do you have a video camera in my house? Like some of you might be feeling that right now because you're like, I feel seen and a little attacked right now. I did not expect this on a Wednesday morning, but hey, I'm Martha and I'm back. So here to attack you in the morning, but with all love and grace and all the things, right? But I am here to attack you. But that's what we need to be specific. And so people are always afraid. They're always afraid. But if I get too specific, then how is my business really going to grow? Because I'm cutting out all of these other people. Guys, if you're trying to talk to everybody, nobody knows you're talking to them. Also, you end up sinking into the static, the background of social media. And it's like people, as they're scrolling, they're like, I don't even see you. Who are you, right? Like that's how it goes. You're like Homer Simpson going back into the bushes. You know that GIF, right? And that's how you pronounce it, is GIF, by the way, FYI. That's from the guy who actually created GIFs. Yay, fun fact. This rainbow, the more you know. Anyway, so going back into the bushes is Homer Simpson kind of just going away. And that's what you're going to be like. And you're going to be like, why doesn't anybody care about this great stuff that I'm talking about? Here's the deal. You could talk about that same exact great stuff. This is so cool. I hope you're listening. You could be talking about that same great stuff, same exact content. But when you're talking to your specific person, they'll get it. But if you're not directly talking to them, saying things that matter to them about that great stuff, no one gets it. And you get exhausted. And you think you're not enough. And you think you're a failure. And you think everybody else can do this so well except for you because it just ain't your bag. It's everyone's bag. Living in service is everyone's bag. It's what we were designed to do, so stop thinking it's not your bag, okay? You're just not talking to the right people, okay? You might be like, who is my right person? I do a quick exercise on this, and it's a bat signal exercise. I call it bat signal. The reason I call it bat signal is because Batman put his bat signal up into the air. It's a little reverse, though. I found that out recently. But he put his bat signal up into the air, or somebody else put a bat signal. I'm going to get this right. Somebody else put the bat signal up into the air, and then Batman saw it, and he's like, they need me. I'm coming, right? Now, in reverse, what we do, we can help people, and so we put our bat signal out into the world, and everybody else is like, she can help me, and they come running, okay? It's as simple as that, as a backwards bat signal, okay? But the way that I define bat signal, and I'm just going to tell you, it's a quick exercise. I'm going to use my arm. What we do is, well, I'm going to use paper too. What I want you to do, this is super quick. Grab a notepad, turn it sideways, okay? Go from left to right, make a line. On the right-hand side, make an arrow. This is your lifeline. This is your life so far. The arrow is the fact that it ain't over yet, okay? Just representation of that. What I want you to do is I want you to put a hash mark on that line for every single time in your life that you have been through something that you felt like was going to take you out. Something that you did not know the answer to. And I'm going to take it one further here. Something that you spent until like 2 or 3 in the morning Googling. Something that you needed to know the answer to so badly that you were up late nights researching and studying and trying to figure it out. For some people, it's their kids have an allergy and they need to figure it out. For some people, they had symptoms of something and they needed to figure it out. For me specifically, mine was more about building a business from home. So whenever I quit my job, I started Googling how to build a business from home. Don't do that. It's probably the worst Google search you could ever do. And you end up finding a lot of dude bros sitting on the front of rented Ferraris. And no actual help is the thing. But that was my Google search. That was one of them, right? But at the end of the day, what you're going to do, you only do this for an hour, set a timer for yourself. At the end of the hour, you're going to look at these different hash marks and you're going to pick one. Does that mean that you can only ever pick one? No, but you're going to start with one. And so you're going to pick one of those, and one of those is going to be the person, the version of you that you have wanted to serve. That you could serve forever and ever, amen, that can just light you up day in and day out. Like for me, it's showing you guys how to build business or build income from home. That's my thing. It lights me up. That's what, that I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours and hours. Seriously, it takes me from having no energy to like jumping up and down on a video because it matters that much to me, because I know whenever you guys are making income from home, you're making your own family choices, right? You're homeschooling if you want, you're traveling if you want, you're bringing your husband home from work if you want. Like you're starting to live a life that you want to live, not a life that was given to you, if that makes sense, right? And so that is how you determine what your bat signal is, super quick. Okay. Next, number 3. Where am I at on time? Oh my word. Of course I'm going to go over. My first video back, I'm going to go over apparently, guys. So, hey, sorry about that. Number 3. I want you to focus on, this is in order to make our next 6 months our best 6 months, I want you to focus on one income stream to start. Don't focus on all 7. I teach all 7 in HBR. Don't focus on all 7. I want you to focus on 1 to begin with. If you're coming from a funk, if you're coming from being exhausted, we don't need to throw you right back into exhaustion, okay? And that's not how it's supposed to be anyway. We're supposed to be throwing you into a functionality, right? Functionality and do this, do that, do this, do that, wash, rinse, repeat. We move you into a system, right? And so the income stream I suggest that you start with, I suggest everybody starts with this income stream. I don't care what business you're in, honestly. I suggest everybody starts with this one income stream, and that one income stream is affiliate marketing. Now, do I have an affiliate thing that I want you to sell? No. I do have affiliate things, but I'm not here to tell you like that you need to sell my programs as an affiliate or whatever. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to look into affiliate marketing and have that be your first income stream. Let me explain why. Also, I have all in the, caption of this video, you already have actually a link to a free affiliate marketing masterclass. It is an hour long, so it will take an hour of your time, but after it, I promise you, I guarantee you will be able to start making money, okay? It does not cost anything. It is just me educating you for a hunk an hour about affiliate marketing. If you're not careful and you search affiliate marketing out online, you can end up with some really skis ball tactics that are going to be just gross overall. Okay, so don't do that. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your character, your reputation, and your brand. All right, so don't do those things. There's something that was rolling around recently that people were calling affiliate, which really isn't. And it hurt a lot of people's brands. So just be very cautious and careful, okay? So the affiliate marketing, the reason that I suggest doing that first is because it doesn't cost you anything to do, okay? So it's not like as you're building up an income stream so that you can quit your job or so that you can, be able to homeschool your kids and all of those things. As you're building up that income stream, it doesn't mean you're paying money to build up that income stream. You don't have to do that, right? What I want you to do is I want you to build up an income stream that doesn't require spending money, that you're just starting to build it. The beautiful thing here is that whenever you start to build an income stream with affiliate marketing, you're really laser focusing in almost accidentally on your people and your bat signal, okay? Because you're sharing with people what you use and what has worked for you. And then those people are starting to come around because they're like, oh yeah. So you start building community if you do it the right way. So please watch the masterclass and don't be a goofball. I love you. Don't be a goofball. So that's what I suggest. Again, that is in the caption of this video, the free hour-long masterclass. Okay, so there is that. So again, let me recap. Next 6 months are going to be your next 6 months. Let's all say it together here. My next 6 months are going to be my best 6 months. Believe it. Own it. Okay? Are you in a funk? Think of who you're serving. Okay? Number 2, are you exhausted from going too hard with no wins? You need to know who your bat signal is. Make sure you're talking to the right person. Oh, also in the caption, I have a thing that I just released last week. It's a bat signal blueprint. I will create an entire, and a business plan if you want. I create a huge rundown of who your person is and what they want from you and how you get content from them and blah, 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 or how you build content for them. That's the bat signal part of it. If you choose the business plan part of it, I'm even going to tell you what course they need from you. I'm going to tell you what to put in that course. I'm going to tell you how to be able to talk about that course in a way that they would buy it. I'm going to tell you what the price needs to be that they would pay for it. Like, this is all stuff that I do because I'm a nerd and I'm a strategist. And I do this for my small businesses that pay like $30K a year to work with me. I do this for them already. And now I'm just doing it for you guys as well. So that is in the caption of this as well. So you could be so laser focused, you don't even need to think about content. I also give you your 12 pillars. That's in the business plan, the 12 pillars of content that you create. So then you can create a year of content in no time. Okay. This doesn't need to be hard. You just need to show up. And it's much easier to show up when it's all kind of laid out for you. That's why I did the bat signal and business plan thing. Because I'm like, this is the only thing people get stuck on. So even if you don't know what your bat signal is at all, get that and we'll get it cranking for you. So, okay. That's the exhausted from going too hard with no wins. And then the last one, I want you to focus on one income stream to start out with. And I suggest affiliate marketing. So that is that. I wanted to give that to you today. I wanted to tie it up in a little bow. You guys have the best day ever. I will see you later. Bye-bye.